I have to like piggyback on what Patrick just said because I'm the one that lives with him. Okay. So he got this Mac, right? And the first day, a couple of days, he just wouldn't go with it. It was just like, and of course, I'm this personality who wants to help, and I'm going to make it all right, and I'm going to make him do it, and that's the way it was, and it turned into like a big fight. So finally, I just realized that, you know what, I'm just going to let it go. So the Mac's been sitting there, I don't know how long, but I haven't been so tempted to go over and say, come on. No, just take a deep breath and let him do it when he's ready, right? But that's so true in life. We think we can like choose for other people or force them to do something that we think is the right thing for them to do, and we make ourselves miserable over it. And that's what I was doing at first. I was like, wow. And then I was going to be like, well, you know what? I'll take the new Mac, and you can just have your Dell, and I'll get my other Mac, and I'll just put it over here somewhere. And it doesn't work. It's frustrating to try to make somebody else do what you want them to do, and that's not what we're here to do. We're here to take care. Well, it was pretty deep. Tell it all. We're here to take care of ourselves. We're here to make our own choices. And we're knowing that the choices that we make are the choices that are going to edify the collective. We wouldn't want to make choices that weren't going to edify the collective, and that our choices come from love. But to think that we don't have a choice is like, does not work for me at all. It's the whole thing that drove me to this teaching. This quote that Ernest Holmes has in the Science of Mind is, we cannot live a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there is a choice. If it were not so, we would not be individuals. We have the right to choose what we wish to experience. We wouldn't be individuals. Our whole teaching is based on the fact that spirit, which is who we are, is spontaneous. We're spontaneous. If we were like robots just going and doing what, Rita said I should use my Dell, so I'll go over here and I'll use my Mac, so I'll go over here and I'll use my Mac because Rita said so. No, Patrick's a choice. We are a choice in every moment to choose what we think, what we believe. I know, he's going to get me when I get home. What we think, what we believe, how we act, how we react, all this stuff, we're at choice. So now, do you think you have the choice to believe what you believe? Yes. Do you think you have the choice to change your belief if you believe something? Oh, wow, I'm going home then. Okay. Because most of all, sometimes I get the answer that we don't feel like we can change our beliefs, that we're so stuck in something that we can't change it. That's just the way I am. Have you ever heard that from somebody? I'm just the way I am. That's just the way I am. That's the way I've always done it. Blah, 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 blah. But no, we can even change our beliefs. And if we have a belief that's not serving us, then we get to say, oh, that's not serving me anymore. I need to think something new now. I need to believe something new. I need to set something new into motion. Because the whole point of this philosophy is that it is done unto us as we believe. So if we don't like what we're believing right now or what we're focusing on, we get the right to choose it. So my question to you, with everything going on in the world, what are you choosing to focus on? What are you choosing really to focus on? If you're on those Facebook streams, or you're on, the news, or you're on, what are you choosing to focus on? What are you choosing to believe about what you're focusing on? Do you believe you have the power to have a choice that maybe it could be this way, that if I focus on this, that maybe this could happen? If I focus on the people in Asheville having what they need right now, all the support, all the love, and that's possible, if I choose to believe that, do I believe that's going to make a difference? Yes. Does it stop me from moving my feet and going and sending money, or if that's what I'm going to do, or helping, some people want to go there and help? No. in fact. But your choice to do that, to do your action, is based on what you're projecting out. Because otherwise, if you're projecting out fear and you're just projecting out disaster for them in every moment, then that's not helping that. And that's true for our friends and everyone we're trying to communicate with and get to know better and to assist and to help. Sympathy is really not a very powerful thing to have. Empathy, stronger. Compassion, the strongest. So, and we have the choice in every single solitary moment to choose, the power to choose what we want to experience. If we want to feel sorry for somebody, that's fine too. You know, you got to look at it. You got to know yourself. You got to know that you're powerful. You got to know that your thought matters, that your beliefs matter, that what you're saying matters, what actions you're taking matter. It all matters, and we're all at choice for whatever that is. So I go back to just different parts of my life. I've written a book. It's coming out probably in December, I hope, if everything. The book's done. I'm just waiting. But the book's all about the choices that I made unconsciously in my life and how I finally came to consciousness. And but when I was being driven by making choices that were just off the wall because I thought that's where I wanted to be next, and I was looking for something that I wasn't going, that I thought I was going to find in that place or whatever, but I was unconscious. But we get the opportunity to be conscious co-creators. That's the word, right? And what is that? You're co-creating with the universe. You're co-creating with this power within you that says yes to you. It says yes. So, but when you make choices, sometimes it's not easy to make the choice. It's not like an easy thing to do, to decide to move to Kaua'i and start a church or center, whatever you want to call this place. I don't think it's a church, but people act like it is, but I don't know. They think it is, that's why they don't come, but because they don't like churches. But, that wasn't an easy thing to do. Like, it wasn't easy to make that choice to say, I'm going to leave, the mainland. I'm going to leave people I love. I'll be further away from them now. I'm going to go do this. I don't have a lot of money to do it, but I'm going to choose to do this. But I had the belief to back my choice, and therefore it unfolded, and it unfolded beautifully. It unfolded beautifully because I made the choice. Because what happens is once you make the choice and you really decide that you're gonna make that choice and that it's a decision and it's backed by your belief, then the universe just goes, it piles it on. It just says, here's this, here's that. It doesn't mean you don't meet bumps in the road, but when you meet the bump in the road, you know that you're on the right track, so you just keep going. And the universe keeps giving you those synchronicities and all of that. I know that's true because I've done it. When we came to this building, we didn't even have to look for a building. It just came. We didn't go out. When we were in the office building, we had to go out and look, and there was a little stress involved in it, but we knew we had to get out of the hotel. We were forced into change. But when we came here, we knew we wanted to move, and we knew that if we didn't move, the center would no longer exist. We had to move from that building. And this appeared, literally. Emma, I think you were the one that saw it, and you said, why didn't you check that out? But we didn't have to, go looking for it because we had made the choice, and the universe backed the choice and said, hey. And then we were a choice to say, oh, we want to unite with these people, the Buddhist temple, and it was a win-win situation. So I know this works. I am so grateful that I know that the science of mind works. You can call it quantum science. You could call it whatever you want. You could call it Guga. I don't care. There is a power that our minds have, our hearts and minds aligned have, that when we put an intention out and we feel it, when we make the choice first, then we put the intention out with feeling, it has to come back with us. And it has to, because it's the laws of the universe. It's all around us. It's here. And that, like what Viktor Frankl was saying, things do happen. But they're not going to be happening if we're not up to whatever that is. If we're going to sink below what's happening and allow ourselves to be weaker than what we are, then probably more than likely we'll pass on, or what'll happen, or we'll just, we'll do something. And then the opportunity will come up again. But we have what he said, the power of the choice of what kind of attitude we're going to take. And I think that's really important with what's going on in the world today, that we have a better attitude, all of us together as one collective, to know that this shift that we're wanting so bad, this love that we're wanting in the world, not because we're living in this world, this is what we want for our children to have when we leave here, that we can come together as one and reach that tipping point where the earth itself will go through this shift of heart and soul and mind and body, and we'll be the ones that have helped it and that have assisted it. But we have to make the choice to do so. We have to make the choice. And then we have to live by that choice in all our actions. And when we fall down, we have to just get ourselves back up and go to love, because that's the answer. So I'm going to read this quote one more time. We cannot live a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there's a choice. If it were not so, we would not be individuals. We are always, always at choice. Take that in this week and just really test it and see what it does for you, because I know it works for me, but see what it does for you when you confront something, to say, oh, I have a choice here. And what I'm knowing is that you have total success in whatever that is, and that your lives are just unfolding from the highest, beautiful, amazing place of love. And so it is.